When Astralis stole Navi's map pick in overtime, despite s1mple dropping 41 kills, we thought we're in for a great map 3. But s1mple had other ideas, with his Inferno performance leaving his Dust 2-1 for dead. Now, as always on this channel, I want to show you the incredible highlights, but I also want to help you get in the heads of these professional players, in this case the best player in the world, and talk about why he's making the decisions he does and how he sets himself up for success and therefore Navi up for success. And this is going to be a great example where it looks relatively simple, and it is, but there's a small little details you're not really going to notice on first glance. Now, this is a great example here where Perfecto gets contact, that s1mple's cue to run through the smoke, and he's going to trade off Zip like that before chilling, learning where Bubsky is, and then running forward here to kill the last player that was defending this banana. Now, you might have got a little bit of an inkling as to what I was talking about. The first thing being how s1mple's playing this. Notice how that as the CTs start throwing utility here to look like they're going to try and take deep banana control, s1mple's going to flash up here high and to the left. And if I pause the timing, look at what he's done. Is he has flashed at pretty much the exact same time as both Zip and Bubsky, meaning that if any Astralis member tried to flash or swing top banana with these flashes, they're going to cop s1mple's flash, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. He knows that Astralis throw these flashes after they throw the mollies and the smokes, and that's when they come and take banana control, and that's why he's counter flashing, try and help Perfecto out and try and lock down banana control for his team. Now the next thing he does, which is what I alluded to before, where on Perfecto's contact, he's ready to run straight through this smoke, making sure that Perfecto doesn't go untraded, and that's exactly what happens here. Perfecto gets the first open kill, which helps a lot, and then s1mple's going to get the second one, putting them at a man disadvantage. Now here, bang, s1mple just chills for a second. He doesn't go steamrolling up banana, trying to take a 1v1 that maybe isn't necessary when they have this man advantage. He waits, look at Boomich, he comes running up here behind banana control, he gets in tandem with s1mple, and from there, s1mple leads the two of them through onto winning the round, where even if s1mple didn't win this 1v1, is Boomich is there to instantly trade and make sure they still secure the round. And that's why s1mple played that out as he did. It's not rocket science, but there is a little bit of method to the madness, and despite being the best player in the world, he makes sure to do what he can for his team. In this case, something as simple and something you do every round, like take banana control. The ace came on this round here, half buy from Navi, 1 AK purchased on s1mple, and he actually only even got 1 kill with it from to win this round. He gives it up after getting his first kill and gets the rest of them with his deagle. Now early on you saw him go for that pick on that potential AWPer early on, wasn't given to him, ends up in a bit of a stalemate here with Debris, and things kind of simmer off from this part of the map. Now Boomich has done a good job here of taking banana control. You see he's used some pretty basic utility here, smoke off top car, Molotov onto the corner here, and he's basically got this banana control going forward. This is where the first sort of action is going to come from s1mple, and we're going to see him get his first pick. And again, he's being set up here, but you set up your best player in these scenarios, and Boomich is going to be trying bait out shots for him, and they're actually going to get a pick in the area they're not quite expecting. So s1mple's clearing the long range angles, Boomich going first, of course, for any kind of trade. And then from here, they're going to see if that AWPer has moved towards CT. Boomich is going to jump across here with that flash from the CTs. And s1mple was ready to peek it if that shot was taken out. Glaive gives the kill to s1mple. And just like that, we have a man advantage from Navi. But s1mple's down to 19 HP. So, being the good Samaritan he is, he gives up this to the man who helped him out. Boomich has a little bit more HP, the other player with armor, and he's going to be rocking the deagle once he swaps pistols here with Bit. Now, from this point of view, I want you to see what Astralis has done, and that pick that Glaive gave up, what it's done for them. It's forced them into this 2-2 setup. They've used a smoke over here towards banana. That's about to fade, and neither Dupree or Zip have any utility to delay, and they don't want to play retake B because they're in a man disadvantage. They're forced to play 2 here towards B pretty much, which leaves A particularly vulnerable. Now, with the utility left on electronic, they're able to go for a very simple lane hit. And what this means is that Bubsky has to commit in here to help out Magisk, leaving basically 2 Astralis members to defend 3 entrances to the site. And s1mple knows this, and he takes a little bit of a risk, but it's a very calculated one. And he comes running around here as all this utility and the rest of his team's going up lane. He just sprints all the way around Wrap here, and as his team's getting taken out, he's going to run through this smoke, get a free kill onto Bubsky, who's focused with the noise, and then with Bit, they're basically able to trade out. Magisk, who does pretty well to hit that headshot onto Bit, and s1mple's going to get that bomb down. And from here, this is where the magic really starts to happen with this next kill he gets. Magisk is a little bit late to catch him. Dupree also just doesn't catch a timing, and then Zip's going to give s1mple this opening, and I don't care how much you talk about anything, you just can't replicate that, and then Dupree's going to go down. Now, a cool little thing about that there is the wrap, which I obviously talked about, how he's doing that because he knows how Astralis have to be set up. But the other thing is how after he kills Zip, he moves towards this box area, and despite he knows that Astralis thinking he's low HP, he jumps up here and plays the angle where he eventually gets this last kill. And look at Dupree's point of view. He's like, this guy's low, he has a deagle, he's definitely going to play me on the headshot angle. Not the case. Simple just goes, gets his balls out, flops them on the floor and says, they're just bigger than yours. And Dupree is just caught pre-aiming the complete wrong angle, and just like that, that's how the ace happened. And the T side, there's a lot of rounds like this, where Simple just gets 2 kills, helping trade his teammates, such as this one here, where Electronic jumps across the archway, he gets the trade kill there, Boomich gets the trade kill there, onto the player playing Moto, and then Simple's going to do a really good job of just pincering Dupree once Bit gets that open there onto Magisk. Bit's going to spot out Dupree playing close. Simple's going to swing it just like that. They've secured the round, making sure that Dupree couldn't do any kind of magic. But I want to move on to the CT side. There's a couple of nice little tricks that you guys like to play a lot of Inferno yourself can use to help you win a couple of games. But this round here is just Simple building on his momentum and moving forward very strong. He trades out Dupree when he takes out Electronic, and then he's going to get aggressive into apps here, hearing Zip run up this long haul, I think, and he's going to decide to push in afterwards and try and get a little bit more aggressive. Now, one thing I think here is that he wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for the fact that he had 2 teammates on the A side itself. I think the fact that he had those 2 players at backup, it didn't matter if he went as aggressive, because even if he dies, it's not like the T's can then rush into the side against like 1 player. There's a second player there to help out. So that's something to consider when you see Simple make a play like this. And then this one here is one you're going to like as well, where he's got that SMG still going forward into round 18. Going to get a little cheeky thing here where he goes running up the hallway with it. Electronic's going to throw a Molotov behind him to cover his sound. He's just going to come swing out here and take out Dupree. And you see from Dupree's point of view, it is difficult to hear if that player's charging at you. Otherwise, he'd probably be a little bit more prepared and take Simple out. And that brings us on to round 20, which is another one of those rounds I love because Simple sets his teammate up for success, and then that correlates to him having a lot of success. And it starts off with this smoke from Bumbler, which he underarms through smoke. You can see it lands there in front of sight, and then Simple's rotated in here towards B. Perfecto been sitting triple this whole time, and Simple isn't going through and trying to play with this smoke first. He first wants to set up his teammate, Flash Perfecto, who gets to kill Glaive, and then Simple comes through and collects his 2 kills onto Dupree and Magis before getting taken out. But from that point, Zip is left at a 1v4, and even for the clutch minister, this is going to be a little bit too much. But what happened here? Well, this smoke from Bumbler, I'll show you it again so you can see the lineup for it. It is a little bit of a one-way. So he underarms this, which sets up the one-way for Simple to get his 2 kills later on. But the other thing that's important is just this flashing for your teammates when they're at triple or when they're at coils. If Perfecto had a flash here, I suspect he would actually also flash for Simple to come through. It goes both ways in these positions. It's something you'll see pro teams do a lot if you do watch a lot of Inferno. But flash for Perfecto, he kicks things off, draws attention his way, and then Simple's able to use the smoke, which is a one-way. Because again, if we pause here with him on top of here, look, from his point of view, he can see all 3 of these members. But if we look at these guys, they can't see Simple at all. So it's a great little smoke from Boomich, which helps Simple lock down this round. But let me know in the comments below, do you have Na'Vi winning Cologne? Who's coming away with it? Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.